What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X here. Welcome back to episode 5 of The Last of Us review. I finally got a chance to sit down and watch this episode. I know it's been crazy with the Super Bowl this past weekend, and so they moved the episode on Friday. But again, Friday was Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm currently playing through and very much enjoying. So it just kind of like, yeah, stuff. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but now I finally watched the episode. Of course, this episode is focused on Henry and Sam and stuff. We finally got to see them, and and this episode was it was very emotional. I gotta say, even though you kind of know what's gonna happen because you played the game, but still seeing it in this show was just like, wow. And some big changes that I didn't expect to see from this episode at all, especially from Henry and Sam. So yes, I want to dive into everything and give my whole review on it. Spoiler warning: if you have not seen the episode, please go watch it out, because again, we'll be diving deep into this episode. If you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, which I could channel so much, and let's dive into episode 5, shall we? All right, so this episode picks up. Well, first of all, this episode is like a focus on Sam and Henry. If you don't know from the games, Sam and Henry are two characters that we meet in the game along the way. Now, again, if you play the game, you kind of know their fate and stuff and what happens. And when the Resistance fought back against Fedra, basically the government, and took over Kansas City, but basically what we got was the Resistance is hunting Sam and Henry, because Henry got Kathleen's she's the leader of the Resistance, got her brother killed, and she literally is hunting them down with everything that she has, and and they're trying to survive and escape until we get up to the point where they meet Joel and Ellie in that big skyscraper. And again, then they decided to work together. And the real change that I have seen with this nose between Sam and Henry is Sam doesn't speak and stuff. He's actually deaf. So I took it back, like, surprised, because in the game he could speak and stuff, and he wasn't deaf. So I kind of feel like they're really like trying to stick true to the games, but still throw in a little mix. So yes. So Sam is deaf, so he can't speak. So he has a little clipboard where he write down, and Henry is doing sign language for him. So yes, so that was a big change. But again, this game, this episode, it felt like the last episode. Like it's starting to get back on track with the games. Now there are some twists, but so basically Henry comes with a plan to escape the city, because again, the Resistance is something him and Sarah, him and Sam down, along with Joel and Ellie. So they're coming up with this plan to escape. And again, we get more backstory about Catherine. Again, it's her voice. And I was so happy when she died, like, at the end, because she wasn't legal material. It's not the fact because she's a woman, but it's just her voice, and she didn't have that that villain power, like struck fear in the heart and stuff. But it's just like she was just didn't care and stuff. Maybe because that's her acting, or she didn't really care about the show or whatever. But I didn't see her as a great antagonist. But we get a lot of background story, and we find out the reason why she's hunting Sam and Henry, because again, I just told you what happened, because Henry got her brother killed, and he's talking to Joel and starting to open up. And you see, him, Ellie and Sam playing, and so because kids and stuff, and but there are moments in this episode that is just like the game, the underground bunker, and then we gotta move forward talking about the sniper scene. Yes, they brought it. Like, I wish that we had this Bill's Town. Like some of the sections in Bill's Town at episode, what was that, 3? Because man, so they had the sniper scene, and of course it's different. It's not like multiple guys stuff, but again, the guy's still in the house and sniping at Joel. So and of course, he didn't say his famous line like, "I see you, motherfucker." Like, no, there's none of that. But again, we do get the sniper scene when they escape the tunnels, and basically, Joe goes around the house. It's kind of like the same house in the game. Go around the house, sneak behind the guy, and literally Joe gives him an opportunity to, hey, don't do this. Give me the gun. Sit here for an hour and stuff. But again, these people are so brainwashed and controlled and stuff that they don't. Again, in any apocalypse, humans are worse than the affected. And it's just how it is and stuff. Like humans become just like survival of the fittest. Like if it's not you, it's me, and they just take from and they just become evil and stuff. That's basically, they just kill for power, food, resources, land, and stuff. And of course, it's just a human nature. But again, Joel has to kill him because he turned around and went boom. And then Joel, and then here's how the sniper part really, kind of like look like the game where Joel takes over the sniper rifle and is covering Henry, Sam, and Ellie, and here comes the resistance, and it just bulldozing through cars and stuff, and Joe's trying to shoot and cover them, and then Joe shoots one of the truck drivers, crash right into the house. Now, if you remember from the last episode, when Kathleen and her her right hand man saw the ground and how it was moving, I knew that was going to play a huge part, because Henry said something like, Fedra sealed all the infected underground like 15 something years ago, and again, this fungal infection mutates and stuff like over the course of 20 years stuff. So those affected that have been underground have mutated to become stronger and faster, and basically, as Sam's surrender, when Henry surrenders and Kathleen is about to shoot him, boom, the truck blows up, and then all of a sudden the truck falls in this big giant sinkhole, and all you heard was like the roar, and everybody just turned, and you just see a flood, a horde of infected. Now, I've been waiting to see a return of the affected. Please, going forward, we need to see more affected. And this was a well return, because again, we haven't seen really affected since I think episode 2 from the Clickers, and here we got a whole scene of them, especially the big boy, the bloater. Oh yes, that looked fantastic and was tearing shit up. But yeah, but also the horde just comes and everybody shoot, and it's just chaos. So the fact they're just ripping people apart, and Sam and Henry and Ellie are trying to escape, but again, there's so many of them, because again, they've been trapped on the ground, and they've been digging themselves up, and all of a sudden the bloater comes out, and again, like we saw in the trailers, looks incredible. He's just picking up people, slamming people, ripping off and stuff. And he even ripped off Kathleen's right hand man. Like he was like, go, don't look and stuff. Just find cover. And look, the bloater came and did that and did that finishing move like like in the game, how he like if you die and he grabs Joe and he's like and he rips off his your head, but in this he literally just rips off his head and just throw it down. So the bloater was no joke. And again, the bloater has armor and stuff. It has like these fungal plates that act as armor. And again, it's like stage 4 of the mutation, because again, the longer you're infected, the more mutated you become. And again, there was no stopping like the blower. So basically, Kathleen's whole army is getting wiped out, like completely wiped out, because the defender is so strong and aggressive. And you have clickers, you have stalkers, you have runners, you have bloaters and stuff. So you have a whole army of infected, and basically, you know, Henry, Sam, and Ellie trying to get to safety, and Joel just doing his thing, trying to cover them. And as soon as Sam, Henry, and Ellie run to the house, Kathleen shows up and says, "Stop!" Literally, her last word was just "stop," and was gonna shoot Henry and all of them. It was just like, really? Everything that's going on behind you, you're still gonna pursue. You're still gonna pursue Harry. Just let it go and stuff. You know, get to safety or whatever. But again, yeah, her revenge is literally her driving force. And you know, before she gets to shoot them, literally, affected literally stalks up behind her and pounces on her, begins to maul her to death. And basically, I'm like, thank God she was. Yeah, she wasn't a good character at all. I don't know why they put her in the show. I don't know who the actress is, but when the affected was mauling her, I didn't feel bad one bit. Just completely mauling her and stuff. And you know, and that was the end of that. And again, I get this brief scene of all the affected coming out from underground and just run into the city, basically wiping out everybody in their path. And then of course the scene cuts to all of them in the motel. And again, if you know this scene from the game, you know what's coming. So basically in the attack, Sam got bit on his leg. And again, you know, him and Ellie are talking like, you know, are you still you inside, even though you turn into a monster, or have you ever been scared? And Ellie says, you know, yes, I'm scared to be alone. And basically, he shows her now. This is a twist. Like, and again, it's something new. Ellie tries to save Sam by cutting open her hand and rubbing her blood on the bite, and because she says that my blood is medicine, and Lily tried to save this boy. And again, we didn't see that in the game, and you know, and I thought that was a great scene, very emotional, because again, Ellie really hasn't had a friend since her. The other scene was really done well. It was a twist from the game. Very emotional. And again, of course, the morning after, when Ellie and everybody wakes up, basically, you know, Sam is sitting on the bed, but again, he's a runner now, and the affected took over him and basically tries to attack Ellie and try to maul her. And basically, you know, Joel grabs the gun, but then Henry grabs the gun and shoots the floor, because again, it's so fast that Ellie's fighting off Sam, and Harry just turns and boom, shoots his own brother. And you can just see that, like, you know, Joe's like this, gave me the gun, and Harry keeps saying, "Oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? That's not him. What did I do?" And again, we already know what's next. Henry turns the gun on himself, offs himself, and yeah, and you can see that is starting to really break Ellie. You know, seeing all this death and destruction and this pain and stuff. So basically they bury them, and then it's like, come on, Wes is this way, because again it's starting to really affect her, seeing all this. But I thought that motel scene, the whole scene was done very well, very emotional, even for even though how many times I played the game, still seeing that scene is very emotional, because again, Henry loved his brother and stuff and did everything for him, and to see him go, he kind of felt like he had nothing left to live for, and took himself out. So yeah, so very emotional. So yeah, so I had to rate this episode. I'm actually gonna rate this episode an amazing tier. Yes, I think this episode by far to me was better than episode 2 and 3. 3 and 4. Yeah, this episode was really engaging. I love that. I love the characters. I love the actors that play Sam and Henry. So they did a fantastic job. Some of the scenes, and of course, Joel and Ellie are still great, especially that last scene in the motel. Oh man, again, my only problems was Kathleen as the leader of the resistance. I did that she's a flat character and stuff, or just like a throwaway character. Who knows? But but this episode is getting an amazing tier, and I can't wait to see the next episode where we finally get to see Tommy. Oh boy, it's about to be lit. If you guys did enjoy today's review, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for your control so much. Stay tuned for my uploads, guys. Stay safe, take it easy, peace.